Guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Cardano's future prospects, some big news for Cardano, and how Cardano has performed this market cycle. Of course, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Also remember, nothing on this video is financial advice and you should always do your own research. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first big bit of news for Cardano is around $31 billion worth of ADA is now being staked in Cardano as smart contract launch is approaching. So, $31 billion of ADA is a significant amount, and this actually represents over 71% of the total ADA supply. There are $44.2 billion worth of Cardano in supply, and 71% of this is being staked. Now, this represents about 1 million active addresses on Cardano and about 700,000 of them actually staking their Cardano. This is the most staked cryptocurrency out of all of the cryptos. Generally, what this means is people have a lot of faith in Cardano and they do want to pull their resources together to secure the Cardano protocol, which is very good for most cryptos, and this is dwarfing other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Polkadot, and basically any other crypto you can think of. So this is a good metric to keep track of, and it is looking very bullish for Cardano. Now, the next big bit of news that has been out for a while, however I did want to cover it, is essentially Cardano was thinking about going into Tanzania as their next big African country. Now, if you would have followed Cardano for a little bit, you'd already know that, hey, Cardano made a deal with the Ethiopian government, and right now they're working with the Ethiopian government to give 5 million Ethiopian students access to a digital identity which they can use for employment and other stuff. Cardano are thinking of expanding this throughout the entirety of Africa, and right now this is looking very good for Cardano and IOHK. So this is some quite bullish news on Cardano, and it'll be interesting to see what actually happens here. When we take a look at coin market capitalization, we can see Cardano is sitting comfortably in 5th position. Cardano has a market capitalization of $43.822 billion. Now, if you've watched the channel a little bit, you'll know that I think Cardano should be worth more than BNB, Binance Coin. The reason for this is BNB is highly centralized, and I do believe once Ethereum 2.0 comes out, it's going to take away a lot of demand for BNB, and no one's really going to use the coin quite as much. So I do think more speculative coins such as Cardano and these bit bigger ETH killers that are actually attempting to be decentralized should go up over BNB, as a lot of people do value decentralization a lot more. So, if we take a look at what the other coins have done, we can see Cardano's been holding up one of the best. Now, if I were to look at Cardano a couple of months ago on CoinMarketCap, it was about $40 billion, the same as now. However, if I looked at Dogecoin a couple of months ago, that was about $100 billion, XRP was about $70 billion, Polkadot was about $40 billion, Uniswap was about $20 billion, Bitcoin Cash was about $20 billion, Solana was about $15 billion, and overall, any coin that you could have possibly looked at a few months ago besides Cardano has basically gone down a substantial amount. However, Cardano has held the strongest this market cycle, and in today's video we're going to actually explore a little bit as to why Cardano has held up so well and compare it with a few other coins. From my understanding, Cardano has been the best performing coin this market cycle out of all of the large cap coins. Now, I don't really want to talk about the small cap coins, as I'm sure there's a few that have easily outperformed Cardano. However, if we're talking about these big cap coins that have multi-billion dollar market caps, well, Cardano has destroyed everything. The next biggest coin that has gone the best I can think of is called VeChain. VeChain, this market cycle, at its highs, essentially appreciated around, let's see, around 170,000%. So, from low to high, VeChain did about a 170x return on investment. However, if we look at where VeChain is right now, it's more of a 50x return on investment from its low to its high this market cycle. Of course though, VeChain actually had a lot of new partnerships and a lot of new deals which propelled this up. Cardano has done a pretty similar thing to VeChain, however it is actually outperformed VeChain by a few different metrics. If we take a look at Cardano from its low to its high, we can see that at a low of around 2 cents, Cardano has appreciated by roughly 150,000%. So Cardano has done a 150x return on investment from low to high. This is a little bit less than VeChain, which did about a 170x. However, if we see how Cardano has fared during the dip compared to VeChain, we can see that Cardano is still up around 85x from its low to its current price. VeChain, on the other hand, has been smashed a lot more. So essentially, Cardano is a pretty speculative coin, and the reason Cardano is a speculative coin is basically because Cardano doesn't have enough things launched on it right now. This is because the Cardano team and Charles Hoskinson have taken an approach where they're going to really perfect everything and go really slowly to get everything as right as they possibly can. I do like this approach a little bit more than rushing right to it, like say Solana has done, where Solana has just rushed so far forward that they can hardly secure all of the data that they're getting in. I do like this approach a fair bit better. However, this does make Cardano a bit more of a speculative coin because not enough has been on it. And despite Cardano being a speculative coin, it's held up better than nearly any other coin. Cardano has only gone down roughly 50% from its high to its current price. Now, a lot of you would say, hold up, that's a pretty big correction. However, if we just take a measured move and a measured look at Cardano, we can see, hey, Cardano's essentially traded sideways since February. It's just been hanging around. Cardano is still above its bull market support band right now, and this cannot be said for most cryptos. Bitcoin is below its bull market support band decisively. In fact, Bitcoin has dropped even more than Cardano has dropped. Despite this, Bitcoin actually has way more capital in it, and Bitcoin is way less volatile than Cardano. However, Cardano holds up stronger. Cardano is a very risky asset, yet it's holding up so strong. Cardano has been outperforming Ethereum, outperforming VeChain, outperforming really everything known to man, and it continues to do so constantly. In fact, it's even outperforming during the dips. Generally, the coins that go up 500x will tend to drop a lot more. However, Cardano is outperforming to the upside and outperforming to the downside, which is why I like to hold it. So let's take a look at what Cardano's done against Ethereum, and you'll actually see Cardano's been very bullish against Ethereum. Cardano remains above the bull market support band against Ethereum, and if you were to have transferred your Ethereum into Cardano on the 11th of January, hey, you'd be up 200%. Now, what about if you transferred your Bitcoin into Cardano on the 11th of January? Well, if you did this on around the same date, you'd be up around 450% against your Bitcoin value. So Cardano has basically been completely obliterating a lot of these other coins in its returns, and this is why it's one of my favorite coins this market cycle. As far as what Cardano is going to do from here and where the price of Cardano is going to go to in the future, well, it depends on a lot of different variables. If Bitcoin continues to trade sideways, well, guess what will happen to Cardano? It'll probably continue to trade sideways as well. If Bitcoin regains its bullish momentum, gets back above its bull market support band, and continues to go up, well, I think Cardano will be breaking its all-time highs very soon. In fact, I do believe Cardano is set for another takeoff. However, it depends on Bitcoin. If we take a look at what happened at the beginning of this bull market in July, we can see Cardano went on a huge run. However, it proceeded to trade sideways for roughly 180, 150 or so days, depending on where you measure it from. As we can see right now, Cardano has essentially been pretty range bound, and it's had a few big ups and a few big downs, but it's been pretty range bound between around $1 and $1.50 for around 130 days so far. So Cardano's doing what it usually did. It traded sideways back here, it's trading sideways over here again. I do believe that it's going to need to take Bitcoin to go above its bull market support band, and Cardano will once again continue this very big pattern and this very good pattern where it goes up, trades sideways, goes up, trades sideways, and has another big run up. I do think this is highly likely for Cardano, and I can see it going a lot higher this market cycle when Bitcoin gets back on track. However, When will Bitcoin get back on track? Well, it's sort of anyone's guess. As we can see right now, Bitcoin is relatively hanging around, it's doing relatively stable, and it looks very similar to the 2017 market cycle, which is denoted by these white candles over here. Bitcoin is just trading sideways right now, and if Bitcoin goes sideways for another 6 months, well, we can expect Cardano to do it, but if it goes up, we can. So a lot of it hedges on what Bitcoin is actually going to do into the future. Regardless of this, there's basically no other large cap coins you could find that have performed better than Cardano this market cycle, and I'd rather be in the coins where they have a lot of momentum behind it and strong fundamentals. Cardano has all of this good bullish momentum and this insane price action, even at a $50 billion market capitalization, because it has some very promising future prospects for the system. So overall, I'm very happy with Cardano so far this market cycle, and it's looking pretty good right now, just hanging around and doing what it usually does. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so it'd be much appreciated if you could help the channel get there. Also, remember that if you want to comment anything below about Cardano, or if you like anything about the crypto, I'll answer all of the comments and it would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching the video.